Hey there, welcome to BNBForms. Today we're integrating the Book Now button into a Wix site and customizing the button and the booking form to match the site's design. First, we'll embed the widget using Wix custom code settings. Then we'll change the button's look. We'll adjust the color, font, shape, and positioning with simple edits. No advanced coding is needed, just a few adjustments to make it fit your design perfectly. On top of that, we'll make the booking form blend seamlessly into your site in terms of colors. Ready? Let's get started. So first, we should grab the widget code. We head to the BNBForms dashboard, find widget script, and copy the code. The next step is adding the code to Wix. Now jump into your Wix account and go to Settings. Scroll down until you see the Development and Integration section, then select Custom Code. Click Add Code in the Head section. Next, paste the copied BNBForms code snippet into the text box. Good. Then give it a name, something simple like BNBForms widget, so you don't forget what it is. Now let's talk placement. Under Add Code to Pages, you've got two options. All pages, the widget will show up everywhere. If you pick this, decide whether the code should load once or on each new page. Want it on just a few pages? No problem. Pick exactly where you want it to appear by using the Choose Specific Pages option. Now, where should it go? Under Place Code In, choose the Head section. That way, the widget loads properly on your site. And finally, hit Apply and check your live site. If all goes well, you should see the Book Now button right where it belongs. So, this is my site, just how it looks right now, without the Book Now button. Now let's see what happens after I reload it. And that's it! BNBForms is now part of your Wix site. Now that the Book Now button is up and running, let's go over customization options. You might want to adjust the default look of the button, for example, change its background color or position. Small design tweaks can make a big difference in how the widget fits into your site's overall style, and now let me show you how to do it. To customize the button, we'll need to work with the widget script. I'm going to open my Sublime text editor and paste the widget script snippet into it. I find it easier to walk you through the code using this program, but feel free to use whatever editor you're comfortable with. The default Book Now button comes with these basic parameters. Now let's see how you can customize them. The background color parameter controls the background color. To change it, just copy the color code you want and paste it here. I prefer to match the button's color to my site's design, so I'm going to inspect the styles on my site to find the exact color I need. Of course, if you already have a color code ready, you can skip this step. Once you've got the right code, I'll replace the original one with my new color. And if you want to change the button text, you can replace Book Now with anything you like. The T-offset parameter controls the space between the button and the top of your site. And by default it's set to 100 pixels, but you can adjust it to your preference. You can move the button around by adjusting its position parameter, and by default it's set to top right, but you can also change it to top left. However, I want to go a step further and center the button at the top of the page. So I've opted for top center. But it won't work like that. To position it correctly, we need to add a small CSS rule. We will place it inside the style tags. Now, how do I know which CSS class to use? Simple. I need to inspect the Book Now button. After right-clicking and clicking Inspect in the Elements panel, I hover over the button to see what class name is applied to it. Once I find it, I copy one. BNBForms Book button targets all buttons generated by the BNBForms widget. Top center is a class added based on the position parameter in the script. This is called a CSS selector. More specifically, together they form a CSS combination selector. It's a combination selector because it targets elements that have both the BNBForms button class and the top center class. The combination of BNBForms button top center ensures that only the button with the top center class gets the left 50% rule, which moves it to the center of the page. In other words, this line of code ensures that the button will appear in the center of the page, right at the top. The left 50% style moves the button to the center horizontally. Now let's change the button's font. First, head over to Fonts Google.com and find the font you like. I'm going with Poppins, a sleek geometric font with a clean look. It's a great choice for modern interfaces, especially for call to action buttons. Click Get Font, then Get Embed Code. We need the link provided here. So we're going to pull it from Google Fonts. Quick tip, paste this link before the style tag in your code. Next, we'll add a new CSS rule for the BNBForms Book button selector to apply the font. Just copy the rule and insert it in the Styles section. In the CSS rule Poppins, serif, Poppins is the primary font. The name Poppins is put in quotes because it's a specific font name that might contain more than one word. Serif is our backup. If for some reason Poppins cannot load, maybe due to connection issues or something else, the browser will display text using a default serif font. Serif fonts have small decorative lines at the ends of their letters, like well-known Times New Roman. Now let's edit our custom code again. Just replace the old version with the updated one. Time to check the front end. Reloading the page. And there it is. The Poppins font is now successfully applied to the button. Then it's time to add some padding. Padding 12 pixels, 40 pixels. This controls the space inside the button, making sure the text isn't cramped. 12 pixels adds vertical padding, top and bottom, so the button isn't too flat. And 40 pixels adds horizontal padding left and right, making the button wider and easier to click. Now let's smooth out the edges. Border radius. Border radius 100 pixels. This property rounds the button's corners. A high value like 100 pixels makes the button look pill-shaped instead of rectangular. And now you'll see it. Refresh your page. If you don't see the change immediately, try clearing your cache. So with these tweaks, the button becomes spacious, modern, and easy to click. I think perfect for a clean, user-friendly design. Now that we've customized the button, the booking widget needs some attention too. Don't you agree? To change the widget's colors, we go to BNBForms dashboard, under Appearance, select Customize, then click Colors. Now you are all set to adjust the widget's look. Let me show you some examples. For a professional touch, I'll use an online color palette generator. I just enter my preferred color code, hit Generate, and get tons of options to choose from. Once we've picked a palette, we can start customizing. Let's take it from the top. First, let's say I want to change the heading color. That's a good starting point. Then I suggest adjusting the text color for better contrast. Moving on to color 2. You'll notice the changes happening in real time, and this is visual editing, so you get instant feedback. Good. Next up, buttons. Here I want to tweak the button background color to match the new look. Finally, let's adjust the page header to match the design, changing its background color first, then the border. Okay, please keep in mind that this is just a quick example, no need to stress over details. Now I hit Publish. Let's check the front end. As you can see, the changes apply instantly. I think it looks nice, but the search button on hover is catching my eye. Let me fix that real quick. 1 second. There. Now I'm happy with the result. Now that's better. But you know, this was just quick editing and there is no limit to perfection. My goal was to show you that customizing your booking widget is child's play, and I think we nailed it. And that's it. Today you learned how to integrate the Book Now button into your Wix site and adjust it to match your site's unique style. We went from basic setup to design tweaks, making sure everything looked just right. As you saw, even small design changes like adjusting colors, fonts, and padding can make a huge difference in user experience. Of course, there is no limit to perfection, so feel free to experiment and refine the look further. Now your visitors can easily book with you and it'll feel like a natural part of your website. So, if you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more tips and tutorials. And if you have any questions or need further help, drop a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. See you next time.